Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Asa the Greek, and today we're continuing the short PEG theories with one that I think is very plausible, that being the content of Desmond's blackmail. This idea first came to mind when talking to some friends about it, and one of them made a comment that stuck to me, and I started to piece things together. So let's begin, shall we? So what is Desmond's blackmail again? During the second day of chapter 1, Ava shows Damon and Ass the note saying, with his weapons at hand, Desmond guards the only person he trusts. A pretty straightforward message, right? Sadly, Ava doesn't show us the photo on the other side of the note, so we don't get to see who it is he's protecting. When I first saw this, I assumed that when doing his free time events, we'd get to see who his blackmail is referring to. But here's the thing. There is no one that seems important enough to fit. Out of all the characters that had 4 free time events, Desmond was one of the few that didn't seem to have a clear important person that the last event will focus on. Eloise will probably talk about her father, Wolfgang about his mom, Kai about his ex-friend, Jean about his adoptive family, and Winona about her clan leader. The only exceptions to this are Ulysses and Ava, who don't seem to focus on a specific person. When looking at Desmond's free time events, he mentions his grandfather, parents and siblings, but none to the point that one is more important than the rest. He just talks about them enough to know his family situation. So, if that's the case, and his last event won't be talking about the person he trusts the most, how will we find out who that person is? Simple. We'll find out through the story. For the team to give us Desmond's motive, but not show the image, it would mean that whoever the person in the photo is, it's someone we know. Just to circle back a bit, what brought me this idea was a chat I had with some friends. One of them mentioned how they weren't big fans of how the story was shipping characters right away, like Desmond and Eloise. And it clicked to me. We see most of the duos get formed in the story, except from these two. Wolfgang and Grace woke up together and we see the two becoming roommates and more during chapter 1. Kai and Damon's relationship is slowly forced during chapter 1 as well, and the same can be said for Damon and Ava. Ulysses and Winona slowly bond during chapter 1, with them joining rooms and also spending a lot of free time together as we find during the trial. Ingrid and Toshiko's sister relationship started during chapter 1 as well, and Jet and Mark were close from the get-go, the moment they woke up. Lastly, while they haven't had many moments together, it's clear that Jean and Casti seem interested in one another, a relationship that I assume will be explored in future chapters, which leaves Desmond and Eloise. Looking back at all instances with these two, they are always together, but we don't see their relationship form. Desmond is quick to defend Eloise and listen to her points in the trial, and they were also the only ones that insisted on searching Grace's room, spending their investigation time together. Before that, we see them many times in the tree room, where they spend their time together just like their alibi told us. The two are also present in the same area during the prologue. Hell, Desmond woke up with Toshiko, but he let the kid run away on her own, staying behind where it was coincidentally the place Eloise chose to hide in. And if you look even further back, Desmond and Eloise are seated one behind the other in the train CG, the first time we see them in-game. Now, this could all be a coincidence, but is it not odd that from the start of the game, these two have always been in the same room, always together and on good terms overall? They're both athletes, so it's very possible they met up at some point before attending Garden Academy. And they kept their relationship a secret to keep each other safe. After all, if someone wants to hurt you, they can just go after the person you care about the most, right? So to answer the question of what Desmond's blackmail is, well, it's about his relationship with Eloise. Whether that is just a friendship or the two of them are a couple, I can't tell. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they are dating and they're keeping quiet to avoid any trouble. Something that could be a small hint regarding that comes from all the special artwork the team has created over the years as well. In every artwork where Desmond has been featured, Eloise is always right next to him, or close by. But that will be all for today. What do you think of this theory? Is Desmond and Eloise really dating? Or is this just a coincidence and the blackmail is about someone else? Do tell me in the comments below, but until the next video, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.